Sometimes we got to see other people's point of view. We just got to see it. We just got to see it. So today's episode is a 2-in-1, and I'm so excited for this episode because a lot of people have been talking about the situation that's going on. So the first episode today, we're going to be talking about how men are players. Or are they really players? Or do we just be playing ourselves? Because sometimes we do be seeing the signs, but we just don't want to think about it. That's just point blank, period. And then the next topic we're going to be talking about is bonnets. Like, is it okay to wear a bonnet in public? And would y'all wear a bonnet? So I did a survey on that. So we're just going to talk about the first one. Are men really players? And I got mixed emotions about it. Because it's like, if you talking to a man and you know he got kids, and he taking care of his kids all the time. He has them 24/7 or most of the time. He's at work, hard working, and just, out there grinding, doing what he need to do. Do we psych ourselves into thinking like, oh, he's playing us, he got another woman? Like, because I know some women, they do that. And they psych themselves. And it's like, no, he's out here working, grinding hard, and you mad because he ain't spending enough time with you. Like, he got his kids all the time. And then we have the other men who, they don't take care of their kids, and they got kids. You don't never see their kids. And not saying that every man should show you their kids at the first beginning of the relationship, but they got kids. You never see him with them. You never see him post up his kids or do anything for his kids, even when y'all out. You never hear him like, oh, I gotta buy this for my son, my daughter. He don't say anything about him. And then when he at work, he always saying he at work, or he going out with his homeboys, or he going here, he going there. And it's just like, you never really see him. He never really spent time. You already knew what was up when his social media, because y'all know we be going through them social medias. So you already know how he was on social media. So don't think that you're going to be able to change him, because you already knew how he was. You already knew how he was through his social media. So why do we think that we can change a man? So my question is, are they really players if they show us their true selves from the beginning and we just fail to look at the red signs? Because let me tell y'all, I be watching Divorce Court and it be so many red signs. And at the end of the day, we be looking dumb, and we be like, oh, but I seen potential in him. Or we'll say something like, oh, well, I love him, and that's why. No, if men ain't gonna settle for less, why should we settle for less? If they want a certain type of woman, why we can't get a certain type of man that we like? Just because they got money. Now, sometimes these dudes, they be having money, they be flexing, but is it really their money? Or are they scamming? Like, just because he got a pair of Gucci slides, Louis fit, is it really his money? Because you know what he doing with that money. You know how he getting that money, especially if he from the streets. You know where he getting that money from. And you expect him to be faithful to you? Now, I ain't saying that all street men, hood men ain't faithful. But in today and age, let's be real. Let's just be real. They want their cake and eat it too. And women, we like that too. We is like that too. But at the end of the day, we got to look at the signs. If we ain't looking at no signs, if we ain't just bypassing the signs because he got money, he could take care of you, or if we bypassing the signs because you see potential, potential ain't good if he ain't acting on that. Now, if he acting on potential, he doing what he trying to do, he taking care of the household for you or trying to take care of the household, he trying to spend at least a little bit of time, not the time you want, because now I know some women will be like, that's not enough time. He always do this and that. But if he really, truly makes time for you, or try to make the little bit of time he can for you, and you ain't grateful and appreciative of that, that's your fault. That's your fault. Because sometimes we don't realize that you never know what a man is doing for you, for us. Because sometimes I had to learn, they don't tell you stuff because they doing stuff for us to better our situation, or to better the relationship, or to better whatever situation we may be into. So sometimes we just got to shut up and don't even ask questions. Stop nagging them about what they doing, where they at all the time. Like, if you don't see signs of cheating, or if your instinct is not right all the time and you just feel like he cheating 24/7, then you don't need to be in no relationship. Point blank period. You don't need to be in no relationship, because you have to have some kind of trust. That don't mean go out and stalk him, or follow his every move and check his phone and all of that. And that's another episode we gonna get on to. But if you can't trust your man, don't be with him. What is the point of being with the man that you don't trust and that you got to check their phone 24/7 when they sleep, when they go in the bathroom, whatever? What's the point of doing that? If you don't trust nobody, just leave. It's no point of staying in no relationship, whether y'all got kid or not. It's no point of staying in a relationship and you don't trust that man, because you gonna run up your blood pressure. He probably gonna end up cheating anyway because he know you checking his stuff. So it's like, you checking my stuff, you trying to find something, guess what? I'm gonna give you something to find. And you done set yourself up. You done set yourself up. So that's why I'm asking you guys, are they really players? Because if they really players and you know a player, but you decide to go with him, that's your fault, honey. That is your fault. Because at the end of the day, you knew what he was about. You know that you done heard his name around. If you heard his name around, we are investigators. We dig in people's background. So you know when somebody's a player or when they not a player. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you got some good ones. You got some smooth criminals out here that can hide their stuff to the T. But we know a person that we dealing with 3 months in. If you know he a deadbeat, he's saying he getting a job, and you taking care of all the bills, and he claiming he gonna get a job, or he has a job and he be quitting, you know he a deadbeat and you know he a player. But you want him to sit up in your house because he has potential. No, 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 no. We need to start normalizing what we want, what we like, and we ain't settling for potential. We ain't settling for what we potentially can have, or what I can see in you. We ain't doing that, because they don't do that. Because as soon as they see a bad chick, what they doing? They one way. Or they see something that they like, they one way. So we got to start normalizing. This is putting down priorities the first day. This is what I like in my man. A, B, C, D. Do you have those? And if he say he has those, just watch to see if he really has those. And we need to stop making relationships so fast. Like 6 months. If y'all ain't been talking for 6 months, then don't certify no relationship. That 2 months, 3 months talking, that is not no relationship. Y'all getting to know each other. 6 months and plus is when we need to be getting in a relationship. We need to be talking to that person for 6 months. It take 3 months, Well, it takes 21 days to see people's habits or any habits that they have. It takes 21 days to make new habits. So we need 6 months. Like what you hear? Want to hear more of this conversation? Well, go on and head over to Woman to Woman podcast on Spotify right now to listen to the rest of what I have to say.